Hi guys, I've promised you some interesting stories to come up about choices that we have. I have an onion in my fridge. You've heard correctly. Yes, I do have an onion in my fridge, and I'm referring to a real onion that I've used cooking. I've obviously only used half of it, and the other half I've cut it through, and I've put it in a bowl, and I actually put it back into my fridge. And the other day when I opened it, I remember one of my best friends who's really smell sensitive one day was at my house, opened my fridge, was in my kitchen, and I also had an open onion in my fridge. She nearly had a heart attack. Like, really, how in the world can you leave an onion who has got quite strong smells open in your fridge? Because according to her, it permeates the whole fridge and create a lot of external smells. Well, luckily for me, I've got high thresholds for smell. I don't mind the onion being open in my fridge, and now that does the rest of my family. Now, for my friend who's got low thresholds for smell, very, very smell sensitive, I would suggest you get some cling film and obviously close the onion to make sure that the smells doesn't escape. Or even better, if you wanted to have a little bit of a bowl where you can plunk it in and put a lid on top, that's another option. Prevents the smells from going out. Now, I know you might think, who the hell talks about an onion in a fridge and smells? I've seen not once, not twice, thousands of times how something like the smell of an onion in a fridge can be hugely disturbing and irritating and difficult for people. So if you are smell sensitive, I know you are looking at this option and think it's going to be the closed bowl, it's going to be the cling film, it's not going to be the open bowl. And this is just how choices are so fascinating and so interesting for some of us. So whether you prefer the bowl or the open bowl for your onion, it really boils down to your sensory thresholds. And remember, smell is the preferential little sense of the brain. It doesn't get filtered in the thalamus, which is grand central station. It goes directly to the limbic system, where it elicits a lot of emotion and memory. And smell is quite of a tricky sense to work with as well. So for those of you who've got any cut onions in your fridge or anything that has got a smell attached to it from a food point of view, make sure you cover it when you put it back. Those are for our sensory sensitive group, the group with low thresholds, or don't bother to cover it if you are a seeker, high thresholds, and smell doesn't bother you. Just some interesting information about choices, how we are different, how we are all unique. There's no right or wrong. It's literally just understanding where some of our default behaviors, our choices, and sometimes our irritation comes from. That's all for me for today. You guys have a great day. Take care and stay safe. Cheers.